welcome back to my channel. Big Ed is out here sharing his thoughts on his ex Liz's boyfriend, and he also shared a few things about his relationship with Liz, and Liz has responded. In this last episode of 90 Day Fiance, Big Ed sat down with Liz and finally told her that he did not want to be with her anymore and the wedding was called off. And after that episode aired on Wednesday, Big Ed did an interview with Entertainment Tonight, and he was asked about Liz's current boyfriend. He said he's a hunk. The guy's pretty good looking. I'm very happy I met them. I've met the guy, he's really nice. I think they're within 1 or 2 years in age. And when he was asked about his thoughts on Liz being with this guy, he said, I'm happy for her. Just my concern is we all have things that we need to work on and deal with. If we don't, they're going to rear their ugly head. And that's my fear, is that it won't last, because Liz will not have dealt with the same things that I have to deal with. Big Ed claimed that Liz has had a really hard life, and he made the mistake of believing that he could fix her. And he says, I just realized that I can't. He said that he tried to shower her with money and try to make her feel secure, just like wanted to sort of wrap her in a blanket and let her know that she's loved and she's safe. But it never, when you do that, when you take somebody out of the routine, they can't function, according to Ed. I'm shocked that he's actually met Liz's boyfriend. I'm sure that had to be awkward, but he doesn't sound very optimistic that the relationship is going to last. And when he was also talking about Liz, he claims that he actually told Liz that the wedding was off before she found out from the officiant. He said, the morning after past the gate, I was with my sister and nephew, and they're like, no, we were there and you told Liz that the wedding was off. But obviously she didn't want to hear me, or she didn't believe me, because when I went and saw my friend, the officiant, a couple weeks later in San Diego, he told me that he had texted Liz, hey, I'm really sorry that didn't work out. And he said that she was inconsolable. And he said, regardless, I'm not happy with how she found out. After Ed ended up doing this interview and clips started circulating online, blogger Shabuti ended up sharing a post on his Instagram talking about it, and Liz actually came in the comments and responded and pretty much called Big Ed a liar. He said, the tea being spilled in the Shabuti IG comment section right now. This is so cringe, controlling behavior from Ed. Liz said, he bought me a car I refused to drive because I had GPS, and he would ground me from it if I made him mad. If I missed my curfew by 5 minutes, I would drive my current paid off 2010 car, and he hated that, always calling it trash. It was a controlling factor. If Cameo were to die tomorrow, he would be broke. That's the only way he stayed afloat. My love language is not gifts. This is all lies. And if I didn't accept a gift, he gave it to his daughter. And then Liz said, oh my God, Ed, you need serious help. You even made your mom pay you rent before you kicked her out. I paid rent on my apartment and a portion of your rent at your apartment, not to mention when we moved, I continued paying rent at my apartment here in San Diego for months after I stopped living there, and at the house in Arkansas. That man never showered me with money, only paid my way on trips that he wanted to go on, that I specifically said I couldn't take time off work multiple times, and he made me quit twice and showered me with lingerie. I paid all my own bills, and the only one who put money into that wedding, not getting a dime back. Oh, that's some tea right there. Like, Ed didn't even contribute to the wedding. Why does she have to pay for it all? I mean, I would be pissed too. And the fact that she said that he would just shower her with lingerie, that's not even really a gift for her. That's more like a gift for him. Liz spoke out in a Twitter space last night where she was asked, were there any redeeming qualities about Ed whatsoever? Because we haven't really seen any on the show. And she said, yes, there were redeeming qualities. She claimed the show just really didn't show them. But she said he really was always showing her that he was thinking about her. She said she would do all these marathons all the time, and she would go run a 5K marathon. Then she would go to the finish line, and Big Ed would be waiting for her with a towel and a water bottle. And she said just the small things really meant a lot to her like that. And she said she would come home from work, and he'd have a bubble bath running for her, have a glass of wine, have her a meal. He would do all these little gestures to show that she was on his mind and that he cared about her. And she really appreciated how accepting he was of her daughter and how he treated her daughter like she was his own. And she said that meant more to her than anything else. You can tell that Liz is mature, because one thing I can't stand is when someone breaks up. Of course, you're going to be upset with that person and have a few things to say that aren't so nice. But when someone like breaks up with somebody and they just talk about how terrible they are and they act like they didn't have any redeeming qualities, it's like, okay, if that's the case, then why did you stay with them for so long? And in the last episode, it seemed like she was genuinely hurt that they were breaking up. But Big Ed didn't even flinch one bit. He didn't seem to care. I think this is Ed just milking the TLC gravy train for as much as he can, because he knows if he married Liz, then that could possibly be the end of his storyline. I think there is still a good chance they'd bring him back for another season of Happily Ever After, but that's not guaranteed. It seems like every time Ed has the option of choosing somebody or choosing to continue the show, he chooses to continue the show. And I think with Ed leaving Liz, this is going to earn him probably a guaranteed spot on another season of The Single Life, which I really don't want to see, but I already know TLC's going to probably be all over that, just knowing how they've been with him in the past. And he needs the show. Like Liz is saying, if it wasn't for Cameo, then he wouldn't be able to stay afloat right now. I'm going to tell you why I think 99% likely Big Ed is going to be returning to The Single Life, because he has been heavily promoting this like cruise/trip to Thailand, and it's named after him, and the whole idea is to go travel to Thailand and hang out with Big Ed along the way for 7 days. We all know how much Big Ed loves women from Thailand, so I could see 90 Day Fiance jumping all over this opportunity to film this cruise/trip and also set him up on some dates in Thailand and use it for footage for the next season of The Single Life. But that is it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think about everything in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.